Hello Taurus, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Taurus for the week of September 6th. Now Taurus, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Taurus, I'll never ask you for money. I'll never ask you for a reading, either via email or in the comment section below. Make sure you're using the link in the description to get to my website, zaneintuitive.com. I am not currently offering readings, so you'll see that they're out of stock, but you can sign up for my email list if you're interested. I also do daily content on Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Now, if this message resonates, please do consider hitting that like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe for future updates and drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Also want to say I'm very grateful to the people donating down below. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Same goes to my Patreons. Let's see what we have here. Taurus. All right, I like this. See where this goes. Let's see where this goes. Let me make sure everything's in view. Okay. Looks good enough to me. Energy on the bottom. You have the Hermit. So this is the Virgo card. We are in Virgo season. This, though, I feel like more importantly is talking about you mastering something. It's a card of self-mastery, okay? This person's learning, but they're not just learning. Like, they have traveled, you can see the universe here in the background. They have traveled through the depths of either a study, an academic, something they're studying, a subject, or a job, or themselves. Probably more importantly, I always like to say that the Hermit like travels the inner consciousness, right? That sort of plane, especially with the universe here in the background. And they're on this solo journey here. You can see walking through the dark here with the walking stick and the light. And so for some of you, mastering an element of your craft, mastering your path in some way. But I think probably for a lot of you, you're probably doing some inner work here as well. During this week ahead to see that. Now, a lot of you are going to actually resonate with job situations on this reading because of some of the things here. I do see potentially teaming up with somebody, either finding somebody for love and relationship situations, maybe finding someone, and for job and career, succeeding in some way. We'll get into why, but right away in the middle, you have the Chariot. So this is talking about somebody who is has a high character, right? Or they are self-disciplined in the pursuit of their goals. The most important thing with the Chariot is they're self-disciplined, okay? And through that, they are achieving some sort of victory and success for themselves. I do feel like you are honoring yourself here, okay? By doing the things that you know need to be done, by putting in the work, and through that, you are getting a result. And that's what the Chariot is. It's all about as above, so below. As you put the work in, the universe responds and helps you along your path. So definitely like to see that, especially in combination here with the Hermit. Some of you just grinding here, putting in the work. Now, in the previous position here, you have in the past, you have the Lovers. So some of you may have actually found somebody. The reason why I was getting that message in the beginning here is we have the King and the Queen of Cups counterparts. So some of you potentially finding someone here in this week ahead. Or the thing is, I feel like you already know this person. Like, this is not somebody that's entering right now. Like, this is the relationship developing, I feel like, is happening here for you. And so others of you are just trying to approach life with harmony, okay? Trying to work through something with this Hermit card, and also knowing that as you do, you are given some sort of victory, some sort of success here. Now, you also have the Sun in the past. This is the best card in the tarot. Total success, abundance, victory, happiness. It augments the cards around it. Whenever you get the Sun, it means you're due for some sort of happy event coming in. This is the most happy card, the most positive card, the best card in the tarot. It's the power of the Sun in one card. So it's always a good sign to get that card. And below that, that, you have the Eight of Wands. This is a quick moving event that brings about good news. This is the most important parts to the good news part, right? But this is the feeling of getting unstuck, the feeling of accelerated motion, moving forward, and of course, good, along with that, good news arriving. But some of you, travel is implicated here, because you have the Eight of Wands, Chariot, Wheel of Fortune in a diagonal position. Eight of Wands typically travel by flight or air. Chariot travel by vehicle. It could mean that this person is long distance, or even for you, international, depending on where you are. But the Eight of Wands and the Lovers with the Sun, like definitely maybe a long distance situation. I will say for the collective, I don't know how much for Taurus, but for the collective, there has been like long distance situations showing up recently. And it's a new thing. It's like a new development in my readings that's been coming in. So take that for what it is. Now, in this current situation, you have the Queen of Cups, Chariot, and the King of Cups. That's so it's interesting, because the Chariot is the Cancer card in the tarot, the sign of Cancer, and the King of Cups, Queen of Cups could be any water sign. I typically read the King of Cups as a Cancerian masculine, does not matter what gender they are. So some of you dealing with that sign here in this week, or just you're attracting someone with those sorts of elements. Don't stress about the signs in any tarot reading, because like, don't be like, oh, well, Zane Intuitive said that they were going to be a Cancer, and the natal chart's big, okay? So like, they could have these traits about them. So just keep that in mind. But this is, telling you to really, what I'm seeing here is with the King and the Queen of Cups, you're either leading from a place of compassion, or you're finding compassion for yourself. Okay, so two things here. Three things. One, you're attracting somebody with these cups sorts of traits, Cancer or any water sign really. Or some of you are stepping into leadership, and you're leading from that place with these Chariot. You're just doing the work that you need to do. And for others of you, you're having compassion for yourself as you go through this self-exploration journey here with the Hermit on the bottom. And so it's a really nice combination. I do want to point out you have two Queens and a King. So some of you just dealing with people in general in this week ahead here. Now, in the future, you have the Wheel of Fortune. This is the wheel of your destiny spinning, okay? This is, the thing about this is the wheel keeps spinning. So, you want to make sure you take advantage of this. Are you going to get on the train, or are you going to be left behind? That's what the Wheel of Fortune is talking about, because it will keep going. And if you feel like this moment is the right moment to strike, if you will, if you feel like it's the right time to act on something, you might as well do it, okay? Because I can't tell you what to do. This is just general advice, but like, it needs to resonate with you. But if there's some sort of like, if you feel lucky, or if you feel like there's a positive change on the horizon for you, this Wheel of Fortune is like, listen, you may want to pay attention here. Okay, it's a really nice sign. It's a really good card. You also have the Queen of Wands. You're attracting people, okay? This is a card of attraction, attractive in the workplace, attractive to other people, bold energy. You're going after it this week. I do feel like you are. Now, here's the deal. Seven of Cups, card of speculation, especially in investments. Okay, this is one of these cards that I get personally as a, speculating in the markets, anything like that, especially with the Wheel of Fortune. This does not mean, if you're feeling lucky, I am not saying go blow your money on, like, go to Vegas and blow your money. That's not what I'm saying. Okay, don't like go crazy on the lottery or anything. But, there is some sort of situation developing here. And with the Seven of Cups, you want to make sure that you are approaching this from a grounded perspective, okay? Make sure you're down to earth just as much as in the water. That's what I feel like saying. Now, let's go ahead and clarify the situation even more. If you're enjoying this video, please do hit that like button and subscribe. Helps my channel grow. There's also a bell under this video, which will show up after you hit subscribe. If you click that bell, you'll never miss an update from me. And Taurus, really appreciate you being here. Thank you for spending your time with me. I hope things are going well for you. I do have a Patreon if you want to support me there. Absolutely no pressure though. Link to that in the description below. Let's see what we have here for you, Taurus. All right, there's one card that wanted to pop out here. So we have the Holy Amethyst, Divine Alchemy. Move beyond current challenges, focus on what you desire. Okay, this is your journey here, especially with the Hermit in that position on the bottom. It could even be that that's your challenge right now, where maybe there are other people's interests in the way with these 3 people showing up here. And you may want to make sure that you're putting, especially with the 7 of Cups too, it doesn't always mean speculation. It just means your energy is spread too thin right now. And so make sure you're alchemizing your life, okay? Now you also have Freya, phases and cycles. So there's a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. Some sort of cycle coming to a close here, okay? I do feel like you're getting the result of some sort of hard work with the Chariot in the middle and the Hermit. And very nice. Love this card. The Divine Director, intervention and purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided. Happiness is your purpose. If you're not happy, what are you doing? Right? That's what I feel like saying. The thing about the Divine Director is they will come in, and whenever I get this card in my personal life, like I've had like schedule changes, I've had people come into my life that are important for me, different events happen in my life. That's what this is about. This is the universe directing you on your purpose, on your path. However, you also still need to make sure that you are working. Like, don't get complacent. But with the Divine Director and the Wheel of Fortune, something here is coming around. It's almost like an opportunity, like a window in time here showing up for you. Taurus. All right, let's see what else we have. Can't make this, 7 of Cups. Okay, 7 of Swords, 7-7, and then the 3 of Cups. Interesting because 7 of Swords, 3 of Cups is deception within a group. Could be a friend, could be this lover too, That is one of my cheating combinations for sure, like, because 3 of Cups can be a third party situation. The 7 of Swords is a deceiver, liar, cheater. I would maybe want more. I don't know. I would maybe want more confirmation, because I will say 7 of Cups is spoiled for choice, someone having a lot of options. What I will tell you is you will get, if this is your situation, if it's not, totally just drop it. It's just don't take it. But if it is, you will get communication, swift communication about it, because the 8 of Wands, like, you'll hear, okay? You'll know that this is happening. The thing is, I think probably for more of you, there's self-deception going on here, or self-sabotage with the Sun and the 7 of Swords. Like, just allow yourself to have a good moment. Like, if there's a good moment in your life arriving, just take time to enjoy what's happening right now, because you've clearly built something here. So, sometimes I feel like we look for the negative instead of look for the positive. 7 of Swords, having a lot of options in love. That's what I'm saying. Like, for some of you, that can be a good or a bad thing, right? But at the same time, there could be someone right in front of you that's good for you, and then there's self-sabotage going on. So just take that as it will, okay, as you will. 5 of Swords, Knight of Wands, interesting. 6 of Cups. Okay, so there's someone, you know what it is? I think so we have lots of options here, Taurus. You have a lot of different people in your life that are interested in you. One of them, someone from the past, okay? One of them is someone from the past trying to re-enter. The thing is, you have this Knight of Wands here. It doesn't matter what gender you're interested in or what you are here. With the Chariot and the Knight of Wands, there's someone charging in here passionately, and this person from the past is probably not the one. Okay, the 6 of Cups is nostalgia. It's someone that's familiar. Could mean that this person's familiar and you're getting lulled into something. The thing is, the universe will give us partners over and over again until we learn the lessons that we need to learn, and until we take a stand and say, I don't want this pattern. The universe is just gonna keep you giving you the same person, because it's a lesson, right? It's a lesson at the end of the day. And so some of you are dealing with that. Could be dealing with the same type of person here, and it's like you don't have to stay in the cycle of being hurt. That's what I want to tell you, Taurus. That's what I feel like telling you. You don't have to stay in the cycle of being hurt. But others of you, with the Chariot, the Knight of Wands, and the 8 of Wands, if this is totally not relationship stuff, you're moving somewhere for a job, or I know it's a challenging time to do that with everything, or you're just like moving in thought, like your thoughts are changing. There's something changing here rapidly for you in your life that's probably going to be good. You have the 7 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, and the King of Swords. Lots of people here with 3 queens, 2 kings, and a knight showing up. So Listen, with this King of Swords and the Seven of Cups, you want to make sure you're acting with authority over something, especially an investment. Okay, especially an investment. Don't get caught up in something. The thing is, the King of Swords does not make emotional decisions. King of Swords makes logical decisions. It's the air sign. Okay, they are in the air. They are not from the water. And so you want to make sure that you are not emotionally investing in something, is what I feel like saying. Queen of Wands, wow. Okay, so clarified with the Queen of Wands, making bold statements, attracting a lot of people. Some are good, some are bad. And I feel like in the workplace, you are just like in the spotlight. Like people are coming to you for advice, coming to you for projects, all that sort of thing. Wheel of Fortune, Seven of Pentacles, some sort of long-term investment paying off. But like I said, you want to make sure you don't, like, you want to make sure you're spending that money wisely and not just take a grounded approach, a logical grounded approach to whatever financial situations coming in here. That's what I feel like saying to you. Okay, you had this Judication card that wanted to pop out. You have the Community, House, Courtship, False Person, Wealthy Man, Distant Horizons. Yeah, look, I mean, clear as day here. Taurus. One of these people is not good. It's look, you're attracting the same type of toxicity. You're going to attract the same type of toxicity until you work through it. Period. Okay? The universe is going to keep giving you this lesson until you pass the test with False Person coming in. And Wealthy Man, I mean, it doesn't matter what gender you're interested in or are. This is a sign of investments paying off. This is someone who's at the end of a successful trading day, and so it's heavily associated with stock market, especially when you get this Distant Horizons in the future, which is good times ahead. House, some sort of investment potentially. A lot of you are moving to like a new house or residence. It may not be long distance. It may just be in your town or something like that. Some of you are moving somewhere, in even getting a new community with that. But this person here, this False Person, is going to try to win you over really hard with the courtship, and just realize that there's probably something else going on there. Okay, so I would just pay attention. At any rate, thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, check out my website, zaneintuitive.com. Consider becoming a Patreon. I will see you in the next one.